Good morning, students. Hope you are all doing well. As we have discussed the chapter A Letter to God in the last class, today we are going to discuss the question answers and the exercises after the lesson. Okay, let's start. The first question part in the oral comprehension check is given. What did Lenjo hope for is the first question. As you know, he hoped for a shower or a rain. Why did Lenjo say the raindrops were like new coins? Because his crops were ready for harvest, and if the raindrops would have helped in getting a better harvest, Lenjo compared them with new coins. How did the rain change? Yeah, you know what happened to Lenjo's fields? The rain changed into a hailstorm, and what happened? His crops were all destroyed. What were Lenjo's feelings when the hail stopped? He was very sad, and he was worried about his future also. Next question. Who or what did Lenjo have faith in and what did he do? Lenjo had utmost faith in God, and he wrote a letter to God saying that he needed 100 pesos. Who read the letter? Yes, the postmaster read the letter. What did the postmaster do then? He first laughed, right? But he became serious. He was deeply moved by the faith in God, and later he decided to collect the money and send it to Lenjo. Was Lenjo surprised to find a letter for him with money in it? No, right? Because he had complete faith and confidence in God that God will help him. What made him angry? Yes, when he count the money, he came to know that it was only 70 pesos. So he thought the post office employees might have taken the 30 pesos as God will not make any mistake. That made him angry. So there are some more questions in the textbook. The answers are given here. Go for the fourth question. Who does Lenjo think has taken the rest of the money? And what is the irony of the situation? See, in the story, who actually sent the money? The post office employees collected and send the money to Lenjo. But what Lenjo thinks of them? Lenjo thinks that they have taken the money, right? So this is the irony. Means what happened like the opposite of what expected had happened in the story. That is the irony in the story. Now we will go to question number 6. That is, there are two kinds of conflict in the story, between humans and nature and between humans themselves. So how are these conflicts illustrated? So there are two kinds of conflicts between humans and nature. At first, what happened? The nature destroyed the human hard work. Like the Lancho's fields were destroyed by the hailstorm. There is a conflict between the human and the nature, isn't it? After that, there is a conflict between human and humans. Where it happened? Like the postmaster, along with the help of other post office employees, sent Lenjo money that they could manage to collect. But even they did a good deed, Lenjo blamed them for taking away some amount of money. So this shows that man does not have faith in his fellow humans. So there arises a conflict between humans and humans. So that means in the story, the two kinds of conflicts are mentioned. That is the conflict between humans and nature, also humans and humans. Is it clear? Yeah. Let's go for the next exercise. Kindly read all the questions and answers and write according to what you have understand from the chapter in your own words. These answers given, you can read it as a reference and write your own answers. Next, in the chapter we had seen hailstorms, right? There was a storm also, rain, winter, like thunder, lightning, everything was there. It was common in all over the world, right? Yes, but there are different names in different parts of the world for storms depending on their nature. Let's see with some of them. A violent tropical storm in which strong winds moves in a circle is known as a cyclone. An extremely strong wind is called a gale. A violent tropical storm with very strong winds are called typhoon. A violent storm where center is a cloud in the shape of a funnel. It is known as tornado. You have seen the pictures of tornadoes in movies, right? Yes. A violent storm with very strong winds, especially in the western Atlantic Ocean, is hurricane. A very strong wind that moves very fast in a spinning movement and causes a lot of damage is whirlwind. Okay, these are some of the terms for the storm itself, but it is known as other words or known as different names in different parts of the world. Next, see, there is a word hope. It is used as a noun and a verb in different sentences. That is, I hope it passes quickly. It is verb. It is there. Hope is used as a verb. In the second sentence, there was a single hope, help from God. There, the word hope is used as a noun. That is, there are many words in which we can use both as noun and verb. You can find some of the words. Here is a exercise to match the sentences with the meanings of hope in column A and B. Read it and do it yourself. Answers are given. Refer to it if you have any doubt. Next is relative clauses. What is a relative clauses? Okay, before that, what is clause? What are clauses? Is it a complete sentence? No. Clauses are group of words which forms a part of a sentence and contains a subject and predicate. Um, clause is not a complete sentence, but it have definite meaning. And what is relative clause? Okay, what are relative pronouns? Yeah, pronouns which refers or relates to its antecedent is called a relative pronoun. For example, who, whose, which, that, etc. Here, relative clauses are clauses which contain relative pronouns also. So, there are mainly of two types, defining and non-defining. Defining relative clauses tells about which noun we are talking. Which noun we are talking about. And non-defining relative clauses gives us extra information about something or whatever we are talking about. Is it clear? Yes. Here, a non-defining clause usually has a comma in front of it and a comma after it, or maybe some writers use a dash before and after it. So you can easily identify relative non-defining relative clause. So here some exercises are given. You can join the sentence using these relative pronouns. I often go to Mumbai. Mumbai is a commercial capital of India. So these are non-defining relative clauses. So don't forget to put commas before writing the relative pronoun. I often go to Mumbai, which is the commercial capital of India. My mother, who is going to host a TV show on cooking, she cooks very well. The answer will be my mother, comma, who cooks very well, comma, is going to host a TV show on cooking. Third one, these sports persons were going to meet the president. Their performance has been excellent. How will you join it? These sports persons, comma, whose performance has been excellent, comma, are going to meet the president. So the middle part is the relative clause. When you pray to God, his eyes see into our minds. How will you join it? When you pray to God, whose eyes see into our minds. Last one. This man cheated me. I trusted him. This man, comma, whom I trusted, comma, cheated me. So while joining the sentences, see to the meaning also and insert the relative pronouns. Next one, using negatives for emphasis. That is, Here in this chapter, we had find many sentences which have negatives, which use negatives. Negatives means the words like yeah, no, not, or nothing. So it gave a more emphasis or importance or a special meaning to the sentences, right? There are sentences in the chapter itself. That is, Lenjo had nothing else but see the sky towards the northeast. That means he had done only this thing. It adds beauty to the sentences also. So here you have to find some negative words which express the following ideas from the story itself. That also try to write yourself and check the answers. Next is metaphors. What are metaphors? Have you heard of metaphors? No. Have you heard of figures of speech? Yes, you have heard of simile, right? What is simile? Yeah, simile used to compare two things which have something in common, right? Yes, metaphor is also like that. It is a figure of speech for comparison, for comparing two things or ideas. It came from a Greek word meaning transfer. So, more than comparison, here the quality or feature of one thing is transferred to another thing in metaphor. Easily you can identify metaphor and simile because in simile we normally use the words as or like. But in metaphor we directly state it. We don't use the words like as or like. For example, leg of the table means the table has a leg. No, people has leg, no? Yeah, living things have leg. And what does it do? It support. So likewise, the leg of the table also gives the support. Or the heart of the city. The city has a heart, pumping bloods. The city is, the heart is pumping blood. No, heart of the city means the center or the main focal point of the. Likewise, the world is a stage. Means yeah, the world and a stage are like where people are acting or people are living. So these are some of the metaphors, example for some of the metaphors. But in our chapter also there are so much metaphor used in the story. One is given here, that is cloud. Huge mountains of cloud is the metaphor. Why huge mountains of cloud? Yeah, mountains here refer to the mass or the hugeness. Likewise, you can find the raindrops. It is referred to a curtain of rain. That is the draping of an area by a dripping or covering of area by a curtain. Likewise, raindrops is falling from the sky. The area, the place is completely covered by raindrops like a curtain. Hailstones. It is compared as a frozen pearls. Locust, plague of locust, right? That is a consequence of plague. Again, locust is compared to a plague of locust, that is an epidemic, both. Then, man is compared to an ox of a man. That shows how hardworking the man is. Who is the man referred here? Yes, Lenchu. So these are the metaphors used in the story. You can find out more metaphors and add to it. Yeah. Hope you have understand all the exercises from the chapter. Kindly copy the grammar part, that is the relative clause and metaphor, in your notebook, the exercises along with the descriptions. Okay, don't forget to write the answers, question answers, along with the notes of relative clause and metaphors in your notebook. If you have any doubt, ask the queries, or don't feel shy or to ask any doubt. Go through all the chapter, go through both of the video lessons, go through the PDF of the document, go through the notes I have given send you, and complete the chapter. If you have any doubt in any question or any video, you can ask me. Okay, that's for today. Hope you will do it. Thank you.